Welcome back to Learn Service Now YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing about a very interesting topic called integrations. Yes, we are going to integrate a service now with Microsoft Teams, and it is very interesting thing. Let's see the process how we can implement the integration part uh, with Microsoft Teams. Yeah, I will just show you the demo how it gonna be. Open any incident record. If you observe here, beside the caller field, you will be able to see a Teams icon. So as soon as you click on the Teams icon, you will be redirected to, and the system will prompt you to open the Microsoft Teams. Yes, open Microsoft Teams. So as soon as you open, it will automatically populated with hi Komal, this is regarding your incident number and the short description. If you see here, the caller is the Komal, and it's getting the data of Komal and short description. Okay, did you get what I am going to do? Yeah. So let's see the process how we are doing this. I will show you the step-by-step process and how we can integrate. Yeah. So initially, to keep this icon over here, uh, you need to upload this image into your ServiceNow systems. I mean the ServiceNow instance. All the images and everything will be stored in images table. Okay. Go to left navigation and type images. System UI images. See, yeah, all the images will be stored here. tb underscore image underscore dot list. In this table you will find all the images. So I have already uploaded my team icon here. Yes, this is my icon. I have already uploaded. If you want, you can also by clicking new, you can upload the new icon over here. Just give a name like team. So we need to give the extension to, it will accept a png. Yeah. After adding here, upload any kind of image, whatever you want. I am not doing it because I have already my image in the system. Yeah. And plus submit. Once you submit, you will be not able to see here. We need to call that, I mean you need to call using macro there. So once you have uploaded image in the images table, then go to macros. In the left navigation under system UI, you will be able to see macros. So in the macro, click on new and create a new macro here. But as of now, I have already created one macro here. Yes. Once you click on that, yeah, you can give the name whatever you want, and forget about this code. I will be explaining how we can write this code in the next few minutes. Yeah. And save the macro here. Once you save that, you need to call that macro to this field, because we want this icon should be presented beside this field, right? So how we can call the macro from this field? So it's very easy. Just configure dictionary right click and click on configure dictionary. If you see here attributes, you will be able to see up to here, up to incidents you will be having. uh, After that you just keep semicolon, uh, and just type the UA macro name. It should be the same as what you have given for the UA macro. It should be the same because we are calling this UA macro from this field. So paste it over here and save this. Once you save it, I am opening my incident record. Yes, you will be able to see your Teams pop-up icon, but once you click it, there will be no functionality. I mean, it will not just navigate to anywhere. It will just, we just kept the icon itself. Yeah. Uh, in order to make the functionality work, you need to do some scripting part. That is where I told previously, in the UI macro, we have implemented this small script here. So just see here what we have done is, once you have uploaded your image in the images table, you will get one link called image link. So just copy that image link. So I have copied my image link here and put it over in the anchor tag. Okay, in the anchor tag I am creating a one class called button default, and also id called $jvar underscore. So this is basically a jelly script functionality here. Here we have created a jelly function evaluate. This is basically a jelly script g evaluate function. This is open g evaluate, and we have closed the evaluate function, and we are calling this jvar underscore one from here. Okay, and we have wrote the on click function, on click of invoke chart. It means that on click of this icon, what it should happen. Yes, my logic should be something like this. On click of invoke chart, I am calling this function called invoke chart. So that function is calling from here. Here we have the invoke chart function. See, if you see, there is where prefix. This is called the Teams deep link. This will be provided by the Microsoft Teams. So you just don't need to worry. You can directly copy paste from the Microsoft Teams official website, and paste it over here. And I have assigned it to a variable called prefix. And again, where first name, I am getting the value of caller ID. See, here from the caller ID, I am getting the first name. If you see here, once you click on the eye icon, getting the first name from the caller. Here I am getting the name called Komal. That is what my this script is doing. Get reference of caller ID, and from here I am dot walking the first name, and I am getting the first name, and that first name will be stored in the variable called the first name. Okay, and now we are getting the value of email from the same call. I want this caller email. Okay, so get reference of caller id dot email. Here we are getting the first name, and now we are getting the email. Okay, see, from caller we are getting the email. So you need to have some basic knowledge on Java scripting. I mean, how we can get the values. Okay, if you see the next line, where subject is equal to, I am just printing the some message here. Hi, the first name plus this is regarding your incident, and value of incident number and short description. Yeah, you will get to know about this line once we are done with all the, yeah. And here we are using the get top window. The use of get top window is once you click on this icon it will ask you to open, it will system will pop up message saying that open Microsoft Teams. So I want that pop-up should be appeared on the top of the window. Okay, now let's see. We have stored our Teams deep link in the variable called prefix, and we have stored our first name, call our first name in the first name. Okay, and also we are storing the email in the user. Okay, now we are concatenating, I mean we are adding all these values, prefix plus user and this subject, because first name is not needed here. Basically we are getting the first name because we want to display the first name in the message part. So once you concatenate these three values will be stored again in URL. And now if you see, we are calling with variable w dot open URL, because all our logic and the functionality is stored in URL. So we have just calling that URL variable. And after implementing all this logic, just save uh, and go to your incident form and click on pop-up Teams. See, it's navigated and system prompts you to saying open Microsoft Teams. So the reason why I have implemented get top window is because we are getting on the top of the window. Yeah, click on open Microsoft Teams. See, it's directly navigated to Komal. Okay, here if you see hi Komal, this is regarding your incident ATF tester. How we are getting this? All this message. So this is what we have implemented over here in the subject. Hi plus first name in the sense Komal. This is regarding your incident. Here we are getting incident number right. Again we are doing some query here. Get value of number plus get value of short description, and also we are getting the short description also. Okay, and you can directly use the Microsoft Teams from the service now, and there is no need of opening again the Microsoft Teams and search for the caller and sending the message. This is completely we are automating the process. Yeah, thank you guys.